All right. Brother set my bird's nest on fire. All right. Where's my space? Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Confirmation before we even start. So, welcome to the Dream Truth Better Communications podcast, show, channel, whatever you want to call it, where we practice zero limits to heart and soul healing through triangles, through signs, through symbols, through synchronicities. All right, so we do the practice of visualization, hearing, and talking. Try the angles: eyes, ears, mouth. All right, so we are coming into the blue moon. The blue moon will be at 4:44 a.m. We will be on live at 4:44 a.m. This moon is believe in the impossible. So what we're gonna do is, while we wait for a few people to come in, we're gonna tap into how we are going to believe in the impossible in this blue moon, in this rare moon. This is a rare moon. All right. So let me get the card and let me come right back.
Did you know Cheez It made extra toasty?
Hi. We about to get started. Do you remember the time we're going to talk about chakra systems, numerology, picture, visualization? We're going to remember. We're going to get the vision back. The struggle is over. I'm going to help you remember why the struggle is over. Fall back in love with yourself. The man in the mirror. All right. Anybody tapping in? Anybody see where we're going? Now, a few people that need to come in. Let me know when you get in class. This is a school. We got so much to learn over here in this school. We have so much to learn on this blue moon. It's like a holiday. Nobody ain't talking about it. It's a whole holiday over here with this blue moon, this once in a lifetime, this rare energy, raw energy, once in a lifetime. What does the blue moon mean? For me, while I'm live and I'm in costume, right? To me, it means I am so happy and grateful that I have the very thing I've been working for now. God, I thank you. On this blue moon, this believe in the impossible, I'm coming on my live, on my channel, and I'm saying, baby, we're going back to school on this blue moon. And your school is going to look different from my school, but we are going back to school because we got to learn some more. We got a little bit more time to learn some more because we don't know nothing until we seek and find. And it starts with the self. So what we're going to be learning over here in this school, we're going to learn sacred knowledge, sacred geometry, sacred knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, astrology. We're going to learn tarot. We're going to learn archangels, ascended masters. We're going to learn all this, and we're going to start in this blue moon that's taking us into June, spring forward, so you can go onward with life. Heaven on earth. That's what we're about to talk about. We're going to talk about why do I have feathers sticking out of my afro? Multi-dimensional. Why am I wearing certain stones, signs, symbols, and synchronicities? Amethyst. Crystal. Oh, crystals don't have nothing to do with it. Well, why is it in the teachings? Why is this hexagon, this black onyx crystal, this a whole nother type of crystal? Oh, it don't have nothing to do with it. Yes, it do. Colors have something to do with it, and black matters. Right? The struggle is over. Your visions. So your vision was, I want a higher knowledge. I want to know, what is this thing they call magic? What is it? What is a mystic? What is an earth angel? What is a pharaoh? What is a sphinx? You have all these questions, and you're going to watch millions and millions and millions of videos to get there. And you have watched past, present, and future simultaneously. But this is the energy for this blue moon. Believe in the impossible. It's time for you to remember the time that you have already been in a cycle of. You already been in this cycle, so that's why you like, what is this? What is the shift? What is the energy? What is energy? Why are we lighting candles? Why are we wearing certain colors? Why are we drawn to certain words? Why are we drawn to this ancient intelligence? This ancient intellect that's within me. What is within me? You got to believe in the impossible. This is what spirituality looks like all around the globe. There is someone doing something different to get something different in the now, practicing it right now. That's why we all felt like we were back in school. If this don't resonate, hey, take what resonates, leave the rest. Only take what resonates from this class in the here and the now. If it don't fit, don't try to force it. But I need for you to tap into, what are you asking for? What do you want in this lifetime? You want to be free? Okay, now is the time. You want to be wealthy? Now is the time. You want to be wise? Now is the time. because you don't know the time nor the day that you're going to ascend to your next lifetime, past lifetimes. Right? Now, you have past lifetimes in this realm, but you want to go higher. I don't want to be at the bottom of this wheel of fortune any longer. The struggle is over. If you were not in a struggle, this don't attain to you. Stroll on. But if you're looking for a school where we're going to get it out of anything that we need, we have zero limits. We have zero limits over here to where we practice. We have zero limits. This is a heart and a soul healing for people that's been through hell already. If you ain't already been to hell, let me get my water. If you haven't already been to hell, this ain't for you. All right? So, if you feel like you've been through the fire, through the limits, well, here we go. Here we go. We in school. All right, so I am so happy and grateful that I have the very thing I've been working for now. What have you been working for? What have you been visualizing? What have you been hearing? What have you been talking? All right? Actions give substance to faith. Actions give substance to faith. Actions make belief powerful. Action makes your belief system powerful. So if your actions is my system was nervous of what I'm supposed to do, of what I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to have. If you have a nervous system that's telling you, I have to be this, I have to do this, and to have this, that's where we at. Why? Why every once in a blue moon, I get this 2 moons, 4 moons, in the spring forward season? What does the blue moon say though? It's one. Now, this blue moon in my area is going to be on Sunday at 4:44 a.m. So if you in my surrounding areas or wherever you at, you go and see what the blue moon means for you. But it's going to be at 4:44 a.m. We are going to be on this live at 4:44 p.m. And we might run it all the way to 4 a.m. so we can make sure. But if not, y'all just keep checking in. We got purification. We got the candle. We're doing safe work. We're not doing nothing to hurt or harm anybody. We just want to see, hear, and talk what we're supposed to be doing. All right. As the saying goes, when some things happen only once in a blue moon, in other words, hardly ever. This blue moon hardly ever happens. But it's happening now because we practicing the power of now. Don't get caught up in history. Study history, but don't get caught in that space of going in the cycle, the loop, the opposite way, aloof. All right? Drawing this card suggests you're about to have a rare chance, and it is something one off. Wherever you at, you could be 1 hour away from this rare success, rare change, raw and rare. Your rare form. Take a deep breath. This portal is going to be like no other because it's rare. You're rare. You got your one shot. That's how everybody should be living. You got your one shot to show your most high God, source, spirit, whatever it is. Into the chi. Into the chi. Whatever it is, into the chi. This your one shot to heal it. In this loop that you know about, this portal, this 444 portal. You ain't gonna get it nowhere else. You have to be on the right energy, frequency, and vibration. You don't know the time nor the day. This is the time, and this is the day. All right. Your one off could be about to happen. Your one off could be about to happen. Between the hours of 4:44 p.m. and 4:44 a.m. All right. This card is a very positive sign. If you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking for too much from the universe, of the universe, whatever you are asking about, it might only happen once in a blue moon. It might happen once in a blue moon. But this is the portal for the blue moon. Check it out. Somebody let me know what portal, what blue moon, what believe in the possible are you asking for? However, with this rare opportunity before you, with this door of opportunity before you, with this portal of opportunity before you now, it ain't started yet. When the alarm go off at 4:44, pay attention. Be careful what you ask for. All right. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it is important that you believe in it. That you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go into your favor, then guess what? It won't go into your favor. It won't go into your favor. But check this out. Didn't they say favor ain't fair, but it feel good? It don't feel good in the beginning. That's right. It's a rare in the blue moon. But if you know when to feel good and you focus and stabilize that feel good, you have made it. I don't know. Let's see what the book say. You're asking, you're asking to go favor. Okay. Then guess what? It won't feel good. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. A reminder, a remember. For you to be reminded of something, you have to already done been through it. Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time when you loved you? When you put you first? If you do, if you believe in the impossible, you need to write on your piece of paper, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I can believe in the impossible. Wow. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. Miss this chance to learn and it might not come back anytime soon. Miss this time to be, do, have. The impossible might not come back anytime soon. What happens may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you asking for a person, if you asking for it in a DNA form, and if you are asking for it in a person, DNA, my ear itching, my left ear itching. Come on through. It's a rare find. Let's see, what are you trying to find? If you can believe in it, you can achieve in it. If you can believe in it, you can achieve in it. What is it? What is it? Sorry about that. All right. This situation is unlikely to repeat. This is what this card means. This is what this blue moon means. It means I am lucky. I'm lucky to be in this position in the here and the now to what? Be, do, have anything on this planetary, on this cosmos, on this stardust. I am lucky. And I am happy and grateful that I have the very thing I've been working on. Thank you, God, I made it. Thank you, God, that I made it because I didn't do it no other way than what my team told me to do. Not what man told me to do, but spirit. The spirit of me? Do I remember the time I didn't remember? I needed a reminder of who I was. Now, this blue moon, blue, what does the color blue mean? What does the color blue stand for? Air, movement, momentum. That's what the color blue stand for. Air, clouds, voice. All right. Blue moon. All right. Blue is for your throat. Blue is for your throat chakra. We having a blue moon, and blue is for your throat. What? I'm supposed to be doing something with my throat? To believe in the impossible, I have to do something with my throat. When I use my blue throat, I am free to express my truth. When I use my blue throat, I'm able to express my truth. Who is this? It says, I deserve to be heard and understood. A better communication? I'm seeking better communication. Dreaming truth for a better communication? Where did I get that from? Whose keywords are dream and truth? Who needs better communication? And why do we need it now? I speak with authenticity. You speak with authenticity? You speak in your original voice? So, when you speaking with your original voice, what is it that would make you be timid to feel like you can't say what you need to say? What would make you, just remember a time when you were free enough to speak your truth. Not, that's a lie. No, this is the truth. And the truth shall what? Set you free? This blue moon? Come on now. This blue moon right here that we about to have at 4:44 a.m. is a time for you to be free. A time for you to have your second spiritual reunion beyond the sun. Your fifth chakra is coming on the date of 5/31/10, which 2026 equals a 10. So, you mean to tell me your fifth chakra is going to be open? Your fifth level. If you talking between these hours, if you going in school saying, yo, you ain't got to talk to me because you see I ain't even focused on the camera, right? I know y'all in here, but I got to get in this work and I got a window of opportunity that's open for me. And it's open for you too, because where you're at, is it a blue moon? I hope y'all see the vision. I hope y'all trying the angles. Using your vision, using your pictures. Okay. Even the mudra for this blue moon looks like a triangle. Thank you. All right, so this blue, over here it said believe in the impossible, which is a card, right? That does not even go with this book. But I'm going to show you how to go to school. This is the thing. We got a lot to learn. And who the fuck gonna teach it to you? So if you like it over here, this is a school. We're going to work in this spiritual realm. And we're going to know the times to do it, and we're doing it with what? Purity. If you got a white candle in your house, I don't care if it's a tea light. Light it up. If you got some sage in your house, whatever the tools that you're most high, because baby, everything you need is in the house. If you are a true, and only you know your image of God, this is the time. And the time is now for you to what? Speak your truth. This is a 5-minute meditation, y'all. It only takes 5 minutes. To speak your truth. It only takes 5 minutes, but I said, what? I'm going to be on live at 4:44. And then I'm going to be on live again at 4:44 a.m. However long this portal. I don't know. But I want to be there to speak my truth. If I don't know the time nor the day, but this blue moon, this believe in the impossible is open. Baby, I got actions. Actions give substance to faith. I'm going to give the actions, baby, that we are in our window of opportunity, and it is on a celestial alignment from the cosmos for the star seeds, the chosen, whatever you want to call yourself. We have a community of drivers of the mothership. Your words are your wands. And what you speak is potent medicine for the world. The word is God, and the God is the word. Ain't they what they told you? You ready to speak? Your truth. Dream your truth. Now, believe in the impossible. Your words. Your word is your wand. Your word is your swords. Backwards. What are swords? Air energy. Father energy. Swords. Air signs. Aquarius. Gemini. Libra. Yeah, listen to this. The Lord, the law. The Lord is my strength and my shield. Pentacles. So we have swords and pentacles that we're supposed to be using. Words for money. Pentacles, earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So your swords is your thoughts, your intellectual realm, your intelligence. That's your swords. Your thoughts. Thoughts become things and things become reality. Believe in the impossible. Now, we practicing this shit. All right. Recognizing the power of spoken words is vital to your personal expansion and your manifestation. All right. Because we talking about a blue moon, and some people like, what is she talking about? You talking about the moon? Is the moon gonna be blue? No. But the energy that stands with the blue moon is blue. It's your throat. It is your words spoken. So, what do I mean? What is she talking about? In the beginning, it was dark. Dark night of the soul. Somebody went through a dark night of the soul. That's why we're doing soul healing. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm a magician. Dun dun dun. Abracadabra. All of it. Better communications. This is for your heart. For your heart. For your heart to have better communication on earth. Earth and heart are the same words. Write them down. Your earth is your heart. You using your throat are in verse. Voice. It's astrology that it's a reason why, let's be real about it, everybody wasn't out here teaching you astrology, right? Matter of fact, they told you not to touch it because for some people it's the strength, right? You have to have the power, the willpower to go get it for yourself when somebody telling you, I can only teach you the basics. Everything else is an individual journey. For the Black Chaldeans, world's first master astronomers. So, if you listen to somebody else, they might say, oh, Tara only go back to 1300s, right? But actually, it goes back prehistoric. Prehistorical, right? your manifestations, your appearance in your impossible that you believing in is going to be like a aha moment. So, let me say it like this. Your messages, your intellect of do you remember the time? Your Egyptian hieroglyphs, where you at on the wall, hitting knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been whitewashed. But believing the impossible was that we knew there was going to be a time that we were going to have to go through that cycle to take our power back. What power? How can somebody take your power? Unknowingly. My people will perish from a lack of knowledge. Because some people say, "Oh, I haven't picked up a book since I left school." And then you have some people that say, "I read, but it just put me to sleep. It's like a sleeping medicine. It's a sleeping mechanism. Put me right back to sleep to try to get some knowledge for myself." Because what? How dare you feel like your heart needs healing? How dare you feel like you're less than, you're not happy with self, when it says, study thyself to show thyself approved. But you done studied Jesus, Buddha, all the 1600s and thousands of religions, and you ain't started to even acknowledge and see what the hell it got to do with the man in the mirror. Everybody ain't there. Everybody don't know what I'm talking about. They don't know what it's like to be up under the spell of sit down and shut the fuck up, you can't talk. When somebody done told you, oh, you dumb, you blind, you crippled, you crazy, you can't. When somebody done beat you down, especially, oh, it's 4:44. Welcome. I am guidance from the divine realm. This is Dream Truth. This is Dream Truth, baby. All right. So, astrology and y'all, let me tell you something. Astrology is going to get you from your darkness to your light. Astrology. We're going to tap into it. We're going to tap into it because if you don't get it now, when will you get it? Right? So, the light is the subconscious mind is a mirror. Right? It's like water. When you put some water, you spill some water on the floor, a big enough pile of water, you're going to see what's on the wall. The water is your reflector. Right? Okay. So, if I was to pour this water on today in front of this camera and say, I want to make $1 million by next year, this time, with my school, with donations, with the spirit of great intentions for my class to see whatever their number is that they want to make in a year. because we can't do this in one day. I mean, we believe in the impossible, but can we get up at 4 a.m. and there's $1 million in our account? I can't say it won't happen, because I don't know nothing. I'm over here trying to learn. Study while you learn. Reach while you teach. Right? Earn while you learn. But this is the window. This is the window of opportunity. And the cup says, the Lord is my strength and my shield. Right? The Lord is my strength and my shield. The law. Lord means law. The Lord is your law. Natural laws, spiritual laws, physical laws. Don't pay your rent and see, don't your landlord have the law come to your shit. But there's other realms that they forgot to tell you about. But the ancestors, they be wanting to tell us stuff. The angels, the archangels, right? Remember Michael said, do you remember the time when you was in Egypt? They got this Michael Jackson movie out. Why now? It's breaking the box. Right? So check this out. You're going to have to be your brand this year. Remember when I had said, yeah. Do you remember what I had said? What my numbers were? Right? I'm trying to do Michael, Archangel Michael. You remember Michael had him falling out with his spirit. He had him getting up, was he not? Heal the sick and raise the dead. Do you remember, girl? On the floor, you and me. Michael was in there. But listen, it was the vision. It's the vision. You can see Michael. You can see Michael walking on them blocks. Michael walking on them blocks, and it's lighting up. The solar plexus. The sole of his feet was lighting up. It was like a yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. The Wizard of Oz. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all think I'm just not, I came here to teach. Did you come here to learn? It's the vision. What are we working with? Visualization. Try the angles. The eyes. All right. My inner soul passion inspires me with vision. My inner soul. What's your soul? I have on yellow in representation of the soul. Right? I intentionally have, well, it's a goldish yellow, right? Like a light bulb, like a aha. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah, y'all remember that? Okay, so that's in representation of my solar plexus. Y'all pick it up. This candle, pure light, solar, right? Light a white candle during this blue moon. I'm just telling you, do what you want to do, but the struggle is over here. So I'm going to do all of the intentions. Y'all come back and watch this tomorrow. No, come back and watch this in 90 days. And see, was you in the right place at the right time? Zero limits. You cannot have zero limits when it comes to this spiritual work. Spiritual, you are all spiritual. Your spiritual is a reality. All right, the solar plexus is the center of vitality and strength. Strength. The center of your strength, your light, your liability. When you are strong in this area, you feel motivated and energized, and this and thus capable of manifesting what you desire. What you desire, not what I desire. I'm just telling you, it's the window that's open for you to light your fire. You light my fire. I don't know, that song just popped in my head. Y'all, okay, let me get the word because I will be over here tripping. Okay, so you are capable now to manifest what you desire, the life of your dreams, in this physical plane of existence, right? You know, you on the ground level, you're going up. You know, if you want to learn about plane of existence, or write that down on your little sticky note. What is this lady talking about? She's talking about planes of existence. What is that? All right, so on the flip side, if your solar plexus is blocked, you are likely to feel drained. A lot of us, for probably, I'm going to say 3 months. I like 3. But because it's coming in a 444 portal, it could be 4 days, 44 days, 444 days that you've been preparing yourself for this. Unaware. You unaware. Because some people are unaware of astrology, astronomers. But, you know, you're going to get back to work because that's your shit. Okay, so if you've been feeling drained, this is why you've been activated. If your solar plexus is blocked, you are likely to feel drained. Okay, so your internal battery may have less power than it usually does. Your internal battery. Your internal, what did I say? Your energy. You know, your energy. Okay. It might need a recharge right now. I believe it could be somebody that's sick and they just stroll past, or the algorithm, the energy gets it to them and they get up out of their seat. Abracadabra. Aha! But that would be impossible. Would it? So it's giving me the image that back in the days when I was young, you know, because I'm 53, right? But back in the days when I was young, there was this broadcast on my TV because we had the the real black and white big back. You know what I'm saying? My TV in my room was black and white and it played black and white. But there was this psychic lady. I don't know if her name was Dionne Warwick, Cleopatra. I don't know what her name was. I think in Coming to America, it could have been possibly Cleopatra. But you would have to go back and look at it. But anyway, you need that fire lit back. You like that fire. Light that fire back. Your battery was feeling a little depleted. You need a charge. Right? So this is what your solar plexus do. Your solar plexus, your reflection. Baby, so it says Then it usually does, and it is possible that you feel anxiety and confusion about your path. Huh? So do you believe that somebody can come tell you, wait a minute, you confused, baby. You got some gifts. You chosen. You called and chosen. All of that. Right? You got called, but did you accept the call? Did you accept the call when it looked like, oh, I can't go do that? Oh, you must don't know they don't talk shit. That's fake. What? How is it fake when it was prehistorical? Your nervous system. Your nervous system got to come back up from when it's done being suppressed, depressed, packed down. It's got to come back up. You got to get the anxiety and the confusion up out of there. I believe in the possible. Today you got to go. Any limited beliefs, because I got zero limits. I'm starting with the zero. Why y'all don't never want to give the zero no credit? Wholeness. Why you can't be the circle? Why your energy can't just radiate good, light, pure light? Why do it have to be in chaos and turmoil and childhood trauma? Yes. Do you remember the time? Yes. But do you live that now? Think you better let it go. Let it go. Let the light, this little light of mine, right? That's the way the collective feel. This ain't got shit to do with just me. This just the people that tune in to the message. I'm the messenger. Who is this lady? Shit. Somebody might be asking themselves, who is this? Right? I'm just a dream. I'm just dreaming a truth over here for me and for others. The struggle is over. If you felt like you was in a struggle, physically, mentally, or spiritually, it's time to let it go. Use your voice. How are you going to let it go? You're going to use your voice. It's a throat issue. You have throat problems. You think you still got to motherfucking tiptoe around what somebody else's religions are. At the very least, you will feel unable to make decisions. Make a decision and make it now. This is the window of opportunity of divine guidance, divine protection, divine fucking help to heal. Ain't nothing wrong with me. The devil is a lie. Who is the devil? The Lord entities is talking to you. See, they don't even want me to say that. The Lord entities is talking to you. Try the angles. Visualizations, hearing, and talking. What you mean the entity don't want me talking? All right. You could also experience issues related to your digestive system, your adrenal glands, or your kidneys. So this is even more reason that you need to recharge. How can you help this element? How can you help your soul? We heard about how you can help your throat. How can you help your soul? Fire. You help your soul with fire. You light your fire. You, not the Roman Catholics. You. Light your frankincense and myrrh. You have to light your fire. You have to cleanse your solar plexus. Not nobody putting their hands on you saying, I got you, I got you. No. All right? I am strong and powerful. When you light your fire, you have to know I am strong and powerful. And I know now when I gotta light it. Once I tell you a little deep dive into why we have to be aware of what we're supposed to be doing. I radiate light as the central sun of my universe. I light as the central system, central nervous system. Is anybody paying attention? I'm back. Is anybody paying attention? May I ask a question? Give me a few minutes. Put your questions down there. Do I have the moderators in here? Elizabeth. Ann. Hey, Ann. All right. While you're lighting your light, you need to say, I am enough. I light my fire. I am enough. In this window, I manifest my reality. Believe in your impossible. I am believing in your impossible. Abracadabra. Your solar plexus is your third chakra. So now we have 3 and 5, which is 8. Now, this is the mudra. This is the mudra. It's giving me yo, we supposed to be putting our middle finger up like this. Right? They were doing it wrong. They would even fuck that up. Couldn't even tell you the correct way to do a middle finger. So look up the mudra. All right? Awakening your healing power through meditation and visualization. So yeah, they screwed that up too. This is your mudra you should have been doing. To recharge your solar. Yeah. Wow. It's almost like the color purple. Or was she doing it like that? The color purple when she did the until you do right by me, everything you do is gonna crumble. But that's the thing. When you got an enemy out there, you have to cast that out. Right? So that was very symbolic of, I don't know, what year was that movie wrote in? The Color Purple. I don't know what year that was wrote in. But it's kind of like that. That's the energy. Until you do right by me, everything you do is going to crumble. Which is not me. That's what you telling the man in the mirror. I got to do right by you. I don't want nobody to get it twisted over here. This is a collective. I'm not telling nobody. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I have to clean. This is for educational purposes only. So much to learn over here. But make sure you're in the right class. Because this might not be for you. And I don't want you to get your hands on no healing. Not no heart healing. Not no soul healing if you ain't ready. Because, baby, I've been through the fire to get here. And I ain't about to be held accountable for nobody else's soul. I'm just telling you what I do. I go to work. I go to school for myself. Study thyself to show thyself. I done left this right here. This is basic education. I ain't got nothing against that system. But you got to work a little bit harder. You need a little bit more. Now you know how to read. Now you know how to write. Now you better learn how to study. Not for me. Not for Dream True. For whatever your name is. I'm just the student and the teacher. I'm here to learn my motherfucking self. Watch what I tell you. Right? But I have to use polarity, y'all. I can't just receive all the knowledge. I gotta give it back out. Is it easy? Nobody said the road would be easy. I don't believe you brought me this far to leave me. Y'all remember that song? I don't feel no waste time. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe you brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe. Is that what you were around here saying? That I don't believe? Well, guess what? Believe now. Matter of fact, no. We in the age of Aquarius. No. Anything is impossible if I use my voice. By choice and sometimes, baby, by force. Let your force be a source of what? Good. Number 7, God. GPS. Solar generator. But you got to light your fire. You light my fire. Y'all like my afro. Baby, I worked hard for this afro today. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like they talking about, oh, she be coming out there looking any kind of way. She need Botox and all this, baby. No, that's not what I want to promote. I'm my brand. I'm brand new. Because I believed in the impossible. I don't need you to tell me I need no Botox. I think they think I'm a little young chick. Because they be like, you know what I'm saying? Try this product. Try this. No, I read cards. You want to send me some hair products? Hey, I got cash out. I'll promote your products. But you're going to pay me first. Because I already do the work for the Lord. The law. The cosmic law. Right? Dream truth. I'm dreaming my truth over here, y'all. Okay. So, let's get to it. I want to kind of give it to you like this too with this new blue moon, believe in the impossible. It kind of goes back to when I read y'all the message about the prophets, right? The seasons coming around for the prophets. So the new symbols, right? The new symbols. And why we using astrology now, or why somebody feel like, this is my thing. I'm not here to give nobody no answers, no cheat codes. I'm finna show you how to study yourself with astrology, with even tarot. Because like I said, these all branch from something. Right? These all branch, these pictures, but we're going to do it from a different perspective because now is the time. Before, it was energy manipulated, right? Like, y'all don't literally believe that, there's a sheep in a wolf clothes. That, y'all don't really believe that people come to steal, kill, and destroy. Right? So, we're going to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it from prehistorical. We're going to talk about it from all angles of, and we're going to talk with goodwill. We're not talking no nonsense over here. All right? If you don't like it here, baby, you ain't come to heal your soul. Cause this is good. This is good over here. This I'm talking about, baby. It's so good. Mm, 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 mm. You knocked me off of my feet, yeah, yeah. My lonely days are gone. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's dive in. So now, I'm not saying this got nothing to do with color. I'm not saying that, but I've been out there trying to get my son. I'm not saying that it got nothing to do with color. I'm not saying that, but it do got something to do with energy, and it got something to do with DNA, right? It's got something to do with that. And in the beginning it was dark, and it was right. You had to bring the afro back out. Cause what? I had to put some feathers. Like you said, I was what? I'm right. But anyway, okay. So this where we at, y'all. Y'all see, I got my little notes, and I might have to jump around. I might have to move the fire because we get deep over here. This is deep. Oh, it ain't that deep. You're a motherfucking lie. It's deep. I promise you, it's deep. Right? If you're trying to get in your inner chi, ain't that deep? And within, baby, I'm telling you, I was out there walking yesterday. I was like, woo, I got to move this solar plexus, baby. I got to move this energy because, baby, I want to survive. Right? But I already survived. But I got, you know what I'm saying? I still got to get that Stokeman syndrome. I still have to get that hostage situation up out of there. That's what the school for. That's what the school for. Yeah. Right? So I have to move that energy up. And my words have swords, right? So I know I gotta if it's an out control delete, y'all, I gotta do it. All right, so an African divine history hitting of obscured in time. And it's obscured. It was obscured over there. Right? It was hidden. They were scared. They didn't touch it. So they hid it from your ass. You know what I'm saying? But African divine history. So I ain't about to get into if this is Africa or that Africa and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it said all of the names have been changed. Asia is now Turkey and all this. You got to do your own research. I'm not about to go down that rabbit hole. If Spirit didn't give it to you, I'm going to just give you, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you more than the basis, but I'm going to just try to tap you into what is a higher level is, a hidden level, occult knowledge. I'm not trying to build no occult. I'm not trying to build a cult. I'm trying to tell you that it was hidden. That's it. That's all. Write the word down. Get the definition. Hey, baby, this is for education purposes only because they said it was once in a lifetime that we was gonna get this kind of. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it like this. You know what I'm saying? Once you get in that mindset, they ain't gonna get it like this. Like they about to get it over here with us, cause we getting it out of the air. What? On Earth? Come on, we done put the elements together. Wow. Fire, water, air, earth. Dang. Sound like some superhero. I don't know. Okay. During ancient times, it was the Chaldean priestess who manifested material and mystical the desires of an African god. During ancient time, when you realize that you done survived the struggle from something ancient, some old past ancient, what? Chaldeans, The Chaldeans, they were manifesting, y'all, mystically. They were connected to the African gods, gods with the S, sounding real goddess to me, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know nothing. I'm just talking over here because this is a whole portal. So it says they came originally out of Egypt, Ethiopia, Egypt and Ethiopia, Nubia. They came out of Egypt, Nubia, and Ethiopia. Okay, it says they came from Syria, they came from Persia, and they made way into Asia Minor and India, which we know some of these don't have the same name. All the names done been changed, switcheroo, switching in the kitchen. All right, so it initiated into the mysteries of Mama. Mama is like the dinosaurs, like dinosaur. This dinosaur. It's crazy. You can't make it up. Baruchs. But they're talking about the Orishas, right? So the mamas of the Orishas are in orders. These African men were master astronomers. Now remember, we're talking about the African men, but we're talking about the mama. Right? It says these men and masons, astronomers, astrologers, prophets, alchemists, magic. Remember, anything starting with a ma is a ma. It's a feminine energy. All right? Now, African men. So we were already into this art. We was part of all of it. We were paying attention to the stars. I mean, that's why the Star of David, the star. You get what I'm saying? We were paying attention to these things. So don't let nobody tell you that asteroids and planets and stuff don't matter, because they do. All right, but the Masons and other architectural people, they use this kind of energy. They use it. They know when to do it. All right? So, just as the Sibyls, right? Feminine, the Sibyls. These priestesses were the early inventors and masters of nearly all forms of divination. So, astronomers practicing divination, astrologers, prophets, anything they have to know a date and a time to do this. That's where holidays come from. The whole day matter. It all matters. So, it says nearly all forms of divination. So, that's where we're talking about the omens. That means we taking a note of the signs. The Sibyls were the fortune tellers, right? They knew the signs. They knew what time. They knew the planets. They knew this. They knew what we call it now as superstitions. They knew that. Who told you it was superstition? What is superstition? They should have told you it was supernatural, not superstitious, because then you would be supernatural powers. Aha! Makes sense now, don't it? Okay, so now check this out. It says that the Sibyls were the inventors and the of masters of nearly all divinations. They were messengers by birds. Who got birds flying in front of their car? Birds just like, I'm trying to get your attention. Do you see me? I'm watching you. I'm following you. I'm keeping records. You know what I'm saying? The birds going crazy like, yo, you gonna talk to me? I feel your spirit. I see you working over yourself. You know what I'm saying? They were the messengers. The birds are the messengers, right? Do y'all get what I'm saying? The birds. All right, so we got to think about the divinations that they were working with was tarot. They were working with tarot and they were working with cards. Tarot and cards are two separate entities. It's two separate things. But we use it all as one. Now, one get a lot of credit in this game called life. Don't nobody want to pay attention to the zero. Sometimes the zero is unseen. In some things at 1 and 9. No, baby. It's either you going to put that zero in there or I'm going to be the zero. Because zero is one. One, there would be no one without a O, a letter O, or a zero. O is O. 0, 1. You get what I'm saying? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Put that O. If that's the scenario, put the O back and you be standing in that zero limits. Then you can count from 1 to 9. That means you're going to be whole. Impossible? I don't know. Okay. These master priestesses prepared the solar calendars. They prepared the calendars and were interpreters of dreams and visions in a royal court of kings. All right. So, this where we getting ready to kind of tap into tarot where people getting the wrong understanding of tarot. And I'm going to try to show it to you this way. Not try, but this is what I'm going to show you. I got the pentacles right here. Now, check this out. The deck of cards starts with the ace for the minor arcles, whatever you call them. I can't talk right now. That's how spirit give me. The minors, right? Starts with the ace. Excuse me. And that ace is a 0 or a 1. Right? So I was like, why do they always want to take the 0 out? Like, what is it? What is the 0? Now, this is what I got though, because we talking about the minor. The minor is a ace, and I just happen to pick up green. Green is significant, and the 0 is the Fool, right? The 0 is the Fool. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Even when you do numerology, they take out the 0 and you pretty much do your alphabet 1 through 9. All right. So what I got from that is this zero, this fool is you. Right? Now we playing cards over here. This is a card game. Right? And who was to say that the majors don't come before the minors? It don't make sense, right? So you would have to go back to believing in the fool, the zero, the nothing. And it's like I remember something about God look out for babies and fools. You always somebody's child, baby. And fool means, the fool card to me is like all 12 houses. You're a fool if you don't know all 12 of your houses. I mean, I don't want to say it like that. I'm not calling nobody no physical fool. I'm just saying you need to know your natal chart, your birth chart. You need to know this, because study thyself to show thyself approved is, how do you get here? How do you get? How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be in the fools. Why is there such a thing then? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're gonna be somebody's fool for 12 months. If you don't, because what did Spirit say? Spirit said, what you do today, let me know how it look in another year. What you listening to today, let me know how it look in another year. What you teaching today, let me see how it's gonna look for you in another year. Like you, like your mama and your daddy, but it's you. That's it. That's all. Right? Not your kids, not, what I'm saying, not historically, but what I'm saying. Where are you at in your next 12 months? That's what the fool is asking you. Where are you? Spiritually, physically, and mentally. Now, let me tell you why I say that. Because these masters, these inventors of divination, of messages, even the dice game come from these magi's, these mamas, these magis. And just think magi, imagination. So they were just using pictures. They were just using vision, right? They were just being aware of what time this happened, who started keeping the notes, and what time, who started paying. It's prehistoric. Stop trying to act like you know everything, because you don't. Nobody does. They're still discovering it. But when you tap into your psychic development, it's an aha moment. It starts to all make sense. I ain't abracadabra, like deja vu. Like, I've seen this before. I've seen this energy before. I've seen these people. Who the hell is these people? All right, so the Ethiopian prophets. Okay, the Ethiopian prophet Abraham. Abra. Right? Abraham, who was neither a Arab or a Jew. So now we done went biblical. Abraham was a prophet. Abra, you're a prophet. What? Who was neither Arab or a Jew? Who, what was he? He was the head of the Chaldeans other. I mean, he was the head of the Chaldeans order of diviners. He was divine, of God, a God, to be God, a goddess, something. I'm just saying. That's what it has said. So just as his father who made his living constructed image, just as the image, just as so Abraham, check this out, y'all. Why they done connected Abraham to Black Diana? What? What? What did Michael say? Dirty Diana. Oh, Dirty Diana. Oh, how else? You, nigga, what? Y'all don't hear me. Do you hear me? So, black woman, African, I mean, whatever you call them. You better find your will power and believe in it. Okay, so the Chaldean priestess means the meaning of the Chaldean priestess is moon mother. Moon mother. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say it for because this food card just looking at me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not saying don't work with the sun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying because it's a rare moon and it's a once in a blue moon that you're going to hear this coming out of somebody's mouth because I don't even know if I'll be able to say it at another moon. I'm just saying it now because, once in the blue moon, I get to what? Use my throat to tell people how I think I feel. What I think I done, discovered. Developed. Or, researchers, like, is there anybody else that's a researcher of knowledge of truth? How do you even dream the truth? I'm just saying. You got to be a fool to think that you can dream truth out of all this, girl, that's too much work. Ain't got time to, girl, I thought you said we were going to find God. Oh, I thought you said we were going to turn on that GPS. You want to hear the GPS. You want to see the GPS. And the GPS is talking to you. You ain't even listening for yourself no more. You can't even use your left brain and your right brain to try to get there without it. The echo. All right? So, the moon mother honored the divine African mother. The Chaldean priest, meaning the moon mother, honored the divine African mother. Honored it. And worked together with the symbols. Worked together. Okay, so the symbols was the tools that you using, right? The divinations, the cards, the bones, the dice. That's the symbols. Y'all work together in establishing the ancestral shrines. The Om Fule. The Om Fule. Right? What is that? Your navel. Your belly. Your what? Your solar plexus. Your gut. Use your gut feeling for it. You write this down, right? Because you heard what I have wrote down. This is what the guys gave me. Because I'm like, yo, what am I supposed to do with all this information? What am I doing? They keep attacking me. They just coming out there saying, you gotta keep going. You gotta be called bald, crippled, crazy. You better do that damn work. All right. So now, I am so happy, right? I'm happy that I am here today with these tools and able to present this to you. Whether you get it, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm sitting in the chariot seat, baby. I'm sitting on some wood. I ain't trying to be comfortable. I'm like, baby, we gonna get comfortable, but we gotta go. We gotta put on our damn mushroom hat. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to work, baby. We gotta. Hey, I'm a Virgo. Anybody want to know why I got these feathers in my head? I'm a Virgo. I have to have the right things, and everything I need is in the house. I mean, and that's what scare people. Like, scare people with like, this fool really think that she done created her some antennas. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand. That's part of the Indian part of me. Different parts of me are from all over. All right. So now check this out, y'all. It says, okay, ancestral shrines. Now, these tools are gonna affect your navel. It's gonna affect your navel button. It's gonna affect your center point, right, of personal power. So, what we doing now is gonna help build self-esteem. Self is gonna be esteem, and we got fire. That's why we got fire. I want, hey, baby, the self needs to be esteemed. It needs to steam on. We got some water over here. You know what I'm saying? We got all the elements. We got the air. We got the voice. Like, we doing our thing. Inner willpower. We willing in. The answers are within. This power, right? I'm not saying don't listen to anybody. I'm just saying use your goodwill and your vision, right? What? Why? I trust that the vision is true. This is what Michael said. I trust that the vision is true. I trust the true awakening from the depths of my heart attracts the perfect grace, opportunities, relationships, and information required for manifestation. Somebody needed to hear this. How do I get there? What is divination? Do I supposed to touch it? I'm just telling you what they had said. Right? It says, I allow my highest aspirations to nourish and urge me to move forward step by step. So you're going to get guidance with this vision step by step. And you already been getting it, but you don't know what the shift is. So when you get in your urge to move forward, check this out. Trust the generosity, trust it, and goodness of the unknown. I don't know what I'm walking into, but baby, I can possibly be going from a raggedy ass energy to a high frequency, a high level hitting. I mean, vaults. I don't know. All of it though, with generosity and goodness of the unknown. You got to trust in your guidance that you can't see, this unseen realm. Or even some of you seen it, but you seen it in your dreams, and you like, yo, what is this dream about? Because that's what the power that we had. We had the power to interpretate dreams, to transform somebody to dream. That's what a fortune teller is. That's what a sightseer is. Seekers, right? So if you know that you know what you got to do what you know. Because if you don't do what you know, you're not following the yellow brick road. Oh my. Because you're supposed to follow the yellow brick road. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God is not your God. Because the goddess in you is in your image, and the goddess in me is in my image. The goddess is. This just is how it is. That's Isis energy. It is a set of rules that is schematically segment for you. But y'all don't hear me though. Now, once you tap into what I'm saying, I hope y'all remember the cartoons Hercules. When you do this, you're going to be in your Hercules energy. Powerful. Busting out of shit. Do y'all hear me? That Hercules now. Hercules now. Yes. My cash out in the description, y'all. Send your information in the for you. Okay, so check this out, y'all. This energy that this food got was destroyed in the temples. It was destroyed in the temples. It was never meant to save you. So this information you had to get in order to be your black Amazon, right? You are walking in your black Amazon power, like that inner strength that's like, I'm going walking. Hey, I got my hands up. You know what I'm saying? And we not the energy up in the past that we were doing. I surrender all. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you better get that shit back. You better call that surrender the fuck back. Excuse me. Call my power back to me. Permitted person, place. I mean, if those entities are gonna work with you, they're gonna work with you. But you're not gonna go in somebody else's house at this time of the day and cry and bleed. Cry to yourself. Let your tears let your salty tears hit you. Don't go crying on nobody else's fucking shoulder that's got it all white, that's purifying your shit. Light your own fire. Hug your own damn fire. And that's what I mean. The struggle is over. We're not doing that anymore. If you want your power back, if you want to believe in your impossible, if you want to bring in your rags to riches, bring your energy back to you, your currency. I am my currency. What do I currently see for me? So, they destroyed it. Right? So the Romans copied it, you rebuilt it for their self, you know what I'm saying? And you back to adapting to what you think now is foreign words, right? And you know what I'm saying? Even the name. So you making sounds look, be, or have. Okay, so what happens is we use different languages all over here, right? But according to what they saying in the studies, English is the weakest language. So that's why a lot of people, I don't even know if I want to call them people anymore, because it's different Homo sapiens, and you know what I'm saying. It's just a whole lot of all of it. It's just a lot. So for this right here, though, we are the we, and I know, so I'm trying to get to the we because I don't want to be too overwhelming to nobody. I want everybody to know that this is for educational purposes only, and you can get the work. I'm telling you, you can get the work. I don't mind. I'm gonna give it to you, right? But I want y'all to know where we're going. This is the kicker. You're not going back to poverty as a guru mother. You're not going back. You about to be Reiki healers. You about to be divinations. You about to be you about to be the art. I'm growling. I'm growling. I have it. I'm fasting pretty much. I ain't gonna say I'm fasting, but I was very strategic in what I put in my mouth during this system, this portal, this cycle. Right, 4:44 p.m. But they want to know. Okay, how to put it like this. This is the way I got it. They want to know who carried them stones and built them stone buildings, right? Who were the stone builders? They want to know this, right? They want to know where. They want to know this species of spirits, gods. They want to know these gods, these ancient gods. They want to really, really know who they are. And they didn't even know how to teach it to you over here. Because it won't time. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But these people, they were master mathematicians. They were master mathematicians. The Chaldeans, these forecasters, these astronomical events, they don't know this divine cycle of these prophecies. Because these prophecies only get prophets, they only get sat in their seat after they have been the fool, right? They only get, because we're in a year number 10, 2026 equals a 10, right? So a 10 would be the fool working with the magician, which are the first two cards of, come on, y'all. The first two major arcanas in tarot is a fool and a fucking magician. 12 months out of the year. All right. So, this is the message. This thing that they calling magic, this thing that they calling magic, these things that they saying, don't you do that. You can't do that. Don't touch it. It ain't for them. They are not the Black Amazons. They don't even have an inclination of how to write on a piece of paper that we practicing to heal the heart and the soul. Healing through. There are some. I'm not saying there are. But the ones who is not telling you that your words are swords and you can heal yourself through your words if you have the right element, the right energy, frequency, and vibration around you, you're going to come up out of anything. If you believe that now we are in the era of Arua energy of no. I know my words got some power. And I know it's some fire in it. Because what? It's some desire in it. But why? That's got something to do with your planets. That's got something to do with your zodiac sign, your planets. Yes, 12 of them, right? So you either got, well, I ain't even going to say you either. You do. You just had your first 6 months of 2026 of the Magician's calendar year. Check this out. You just had 6 months out of these 12 months to be a magician. Were you doing anything that looked like it could possibly be magician's work that's going to take you from rags to riches? I say yeah. If you on this channel, you were working with fire, water, air, and earth. You were burning and releasing. You were reading books. You were even, somebody possibly could have had a vision or a dream about reading cards. Why I keep on being drawn to this card thing? It's in your DNA. Baby. It's in your D, in the A. It's in your what? So, let me tell y'all something about this UFO, conversation they having, right? Because they're trying to be in the right place, in the right landline for everything that's been going on. Because they want to know, like, they reading the walls, and they still kind of like missing the mark. All right, so it says, however, these magicians, these mathematicians were the symbols, were the divine symbols, were the prophecies. They were foretold by the symbols. In ancient Egypt, their most oldest predecessors were Kintu, right? They were the stone builders. And they were called the Morans, right? The Europeans. Because they were jet black like a smoked corpse with bears, which bears the same names. So some people even got names of crystals. It could be a nickname or a, all right, we in give thanks to your higher self. Okay, so some people could even have names of crystals. Maybe you need to look up your name meaning, right? What your name mean. Okay, so however, because that's another reason I don't want to cut that off. That's another reason and way I'm able to get your numbers, your life path numbers, and all of that. That's how I'm able to get you with your name. Or are you able to do it too? I can just show you how to do it, or I can do it, but it costs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell nobody. It costs to fix what's, you know what I'm saying. But you either gonna pay. You can never. Let me slow down. We have to get out of the mindset of we are exchanging time for money. Nobody but you can manifest in this realm of 3D and 5D, right? Because we're going to be in the portal of 55, which is 5D. in this portal. We already in it. I mean, we in it right now. I mean, hey, you own the mothership right now. Let me get to it. All right, so okay. However, the name is also a term for calculating and predicting the motions of the spaceship and our heavenly bodies. Mathematicians need to find out what their numbers are when your number is called. Few are called, let's say, many are called, few are chosen. You haven't even chosen to be called. You don't even know if your number's being called. What's your numbers? What's your grandma numbers? What's your grandma's numbers? And then you got your daddy side. What's your grandpa number? What's your grandpa number? What's the 4,000 and something? Because they said, remember, I went down and just say 4,000 and something ancestors. Right? Welcome back. And 10,000 to your left and 10,000 to your right. All right? Now, I'm just saying, could you have 10,000 words that you can say on your left side? 10,000 words. I mean, baby, them words, baby. How many words do you gotta say to be working for God and be trying to act like you teaching people? How many words y'all think I say? How y'all think my pay gonna be good in the army of hey? Mm, 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 mm. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving myself my actions a substance. Y'all just don't know. I'm putting on my best one. Now, this spaceship that's in motion, right, baby? We is in it. All right. So this is a minstrel poet because your European bards are minstrel poets. So you gotta, you gotta put some words with. I mean, you just can't get up here and be like. I mean, that's why they probably looking at me like, yo, why this lady ain't just, some people they be like, oh, this card says this and this card, but baby, they need to know the root cause of the cards. Listen to this. You need the root cause of why you should be using the cards. My hand just started itching. That must have been. I mean, these people gonna be baffling when they find out it's a black face, also known as a damn Amazon. That's the actual builders of this. Actual builders of the ancient. All right, y'all. So this Buddhist that we've been talking about. I don't know who here that remember me last year. I had my hair bald headed, unawareness. I done had so many initiations. It ain't. That's before there are initiations. You don't know why you feel, to cut your hair off, start all over. I don't know. But the Buddha is actually in. Some people call it Buddha. Some people might call it a Black Madonna. You know what I'm saying? Fact check. You don't have to fact check me. Names change everywhere, right? So this is the Buddha is a reputation of the Stonehenge people. You know what I'm saying? Like the big Stonehenge one that look like a Buddha that's like look like it take up a long space. Y'all gotta understand these were just like the hieroglyphs, just like the paintings on the wall. These statues, you know what I'm saying? That was art, right? Concrete has always been our friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might need to tap into that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's needed. Like the Stonehenge art, it's so many things that you feel called to do with your hands and you don't know what to do with them, but you got to take the time because if you take the time, and I would never come up here and tell nobody, don't work a job. I really feel this whole era of not working the job, I mean, people are on different planes of existence. So somebody else, that's why I say you can't watch nobody else. You got to drive your own ship because somebody else might be in the energy that they already surpassed the energy of working. But remember this spiritual work, it's never over. That's why our people were perishing from a lack of knowledge because they didn't know how to tap into what they were supposed to do. And everything that they were supposed to be do, somebody made it deemed it evil. You know what I'm saying? And they got away from it. Now, who is supposed to do this work is the kicker. I'm not saying this is what the books say. Hello. The books say, y'all, during those times, as the above Roman chart indicates, it was common knowledge that the ancient Chaldean priestess, not priest by itself, priestess. You can't even say that without it being feminine. Were originally African as initiates of the goddesses of fate and destiny, equal to their contemporary Gabadu, Gabladu, Gabladu. Now, I'm going to read that again. During those times, as the above Roman charts indicates, it was common knowledge that the ancient Chaldean priestess were original African. They were originally African. As initiates of the goddesses of faith and destiny, equal to their contemporary Gabadu. Now, originally when I read that Gabadu, I swear I ain't trying to be funny. I thought about that dog in that cartoon Flintstones. Was it Flintstones? No. What were them people in the van? Scott dang. What was that cartoon with the dog? Gabadoo. I promise y'all. But then, guess what Gabadoo mean? Gabadoo mean the girl and the daughter. I said, what? It says, in the Mama Voodoo Afa system of divinations, it was through their permission upon entering into their mysteries that the ancient Chaldean divinators received their divinatory, a magical power. Still don't believe that it's all right for you to read cards? Still don't believe that's our shit and we taught it to somebody else and then they demonize it against us? There's somebody confirmation. I'm sorry I had to give it to you like this, but I'm not sorry. Because what? I believe in the impossible. I believe that I could be, do, and have anything that my Most High, Mother and Father, and me, that's the Trinity. That's the Holy Grail. Now I'm going to tell you why I get to do this. And then I can tell you why you get to do it. For the person who said they want to read it. This real life, real life. All right. So, originally, I was just going to pull out the Virgo card. Right? But it says so much about your name. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe we need to tap a little bit more deeper into the you. Right? So, I went with the planet. The planet is, and this is gonna all start going together, y'all. For this fool and the magician, cause this fool and this magician, baby, she work hard for the money, so hard for the money. She work hard for the money, and see, I got green and blue, cause baby, hey, yellow, blue, and green. Yellow, blue make green, like okay, yellow and blue. Your solar and your throat heal your heart. Okay, yeah, we doing heart healing. I gotta make sure I be staying focused on what we doing up here. We doing a whole soul and heart healing. Okay, so now Mercury. We talking to Mercury right now. Auntie, here's your day. Hope all well. Who that? I promise you, I ain't trying to be funny, but I cannot be saying so. Just pay attention, rewind it, start all over. But yeah, I'm somebody whole grandma. Call me grandma. I'm 53. Don't be calling me no damn auntie. I'm grandma. I'm coming with that grandma energy. No, I'm just saying. If y'all don't let me get no filter because over here like. Okay. So now Mercury. Because I am a Virgo, I'm going to operate with Mercury, and I can do that because I understand how my planets move, right? So I get to do things in different planets and with different area codes, right? I got that permission. Okay, so Mercury is the energy of the messenger, right? I'm sending you a message in a bottle, right? In my crystal ball, in my phone, right? My crystalline energy. I'm out here. I'm outside. I got to do it in this time because hey, I believe in the impossible. I'm gonna touch some souls today, right? With my heart and your heart together, baby, we gonna spark fire with these messages. Okay, now I'm operating with this Mercury energy, right? In this full moon, which is this blue moon, right? So I believe that I'm qualified to do this shit. Why? Because my planets are Gemini and Virgo, right? So we are in Gemini right now, right? Hold on. Let me make sure we in Gemini. Let me make sure. Got to make sure. I don't want nobody that she up there telling lies. Okay. Gemini was May the 21st through June the 20th, right? So, I'm right. I could work with Gemini because I'm a Virgo, and me and Gemini working together in this, what? Mercury energy, the messenger. So, somebody could be a Gemini, somebody could be a, different planet. It depends on what you got going on. But these are the what? Zodiacs. What did the fool work with? The fool worked with all zodiacs. All of them. He juggling all the zodiacs. I'm just telling you what the cards say. This fool is juggling. Yes, I feel it in my crystal. Right. All right. That means hey, baby, we got some confirmation. Now, if you know your natal chart, you're going to go to your third and your sixth house, right? So wherever your third and your sixth house is, that's going to help you know what you're supposed to be doing with this air energy, right? Because that's your element that we're working with. We're working with air. We're working with fire. We're working with all of it, right? And we got, just say, I ain't even going to say that. I'm going to tell you what I saw. Look at it as the first part is that's past, right? We're talking about right now, what you got to work with now for this next 12 months, because you didn't even know that your planet was in the food seat. You didn't know that. You didn't know that you was juggling these energies. You just knew it's a shift. It's a shift. Well, I'm on the spaceship. What's the shift? You know what I'm saying? Am I on a plane? Yeah, you are. You were on the plane of existence. Some people were laying all the way down. They was on ground level, like, yo. All right, so now the element for me to work with, and not just me, because remember, the M upside down is a we. Use your yin and your yang. Get in where you fit in there. Don't just think I'm talking about me, because I'm not. I'm just over here trying to tell you what I'm supposed to tell you about the collective. What they say, this is for the collective, baby. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is for the person who received this message. You have the air energy to work with. Now, we're dealing with Mercury. Somebody's colors might be a pale looking blue. Remember, on this card, you got a little, like a little pale, you got a little few shades of blues, right? So you might even be seeing like, so the pale blue was, you might want to work with a pale blue gem. Oh, shoot. They over there. So you might want to work with a pale blue stone. And y'all know my bookshelf fell down, so I don't have the whole thing set up like I was, and I don't know when I'm gonna get it back together. So, feathers. I'm working with Mercury. I'm working with feathers. So you might be called it. You know what I'm saying? Put a little feather on. If you ashamed of any of this, I don't know what to tell you, but you need a feather. And somebody might need to even write a letter with the feather, right? So letters and significance. So, all right. Now, we talking about the spiritual, the physical, right? The spiritual and the physical. We're talking about all of them, celestial and all. Okay, so it says Mercury is the planet of our mental faculties, right? Now, if you go back to the Kabbalah, it says the mind is the all and your universe is the mental. So that's why all this you gotta have it all. And it's kind of like, if you look back at any Albert Einstein pictures, his hair was all over his head and he had numbers wrote all on the wall. Shit, it was everywhere. Like, some of you have literally in this energy before this portal being like Mad Max. Like, you being like in there, like, baby, man, if it's a test to be passed, I'm passing it. Okay. All thoughts become things. What was the reminder message? The reminder message was, I am so happy and grateful that I have the very thing I've been working on for now. Thank God I made it. Like, you've been working on this. You did the work. That was the message. And that was at 2:44 a.m. So you got the movement. Your energy is like, it's the momentum is like, we was in an era where we kept getting the card. Your energy is gaining momentum. The momentum, the energy is here. It's on fire. Okay, so how we learn and how we really, how we learn and how we relay information is determined by its placement. This is the energy that we're working with right now with Mercury in Gemini season on a blue moon, which means once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime, we're gonna learn how to relay this information and determine when is the place and where is the place and why is it a place that you were meant to put it at. I ain't gonna tell you what I heard. I heard that song. I heard that song. Put it in your mouth. And you can eat it. You can, yeah, that right there. But knowledge, words, swords. Come on, y'all, baby. Do y'all remember that song? Sing that song. And I got to understand that I'm all around the world now, so maybe you don't speak English and you got your TV on closed caption, but look at that song. All right, so it says, just like how our brain sends signals to other parts of our bodies, Mercury is also sending and receiving bits of information in the cosmos. Mm, I don't know. So, pay attention for your unidentified objects, okay? You've probably heard of a person described as a mystical. No, hold on. I don't wrote out on that. Mercurial. Mercurial. What is that word? Mercurial. You probably heard of somebody call that. Someone whose mind is always changing at the speed of light. Chances are they have strong Mercury placements in their natal chart. I said their mental chart in their natal chart. So somebody could be their energy could be like this. It's like boom 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 boom, like that's like that. It's a spark. So that's Mercury energy. So if that's you and you feel like, oh, I'm everywhere, but you trying to get it situated, um that's how you're gonna be moving until you can balance out this energy and know what this energy is. So if you a Gemini and a Virgo and it feel like your soul just ain't settled, like, you know, an undeveloped Mercury for someone doing Mercury is retrograde. So an undeveloped Mercury for someone born during Mercury. So I'm not born during Mercury season. So someone that's born during Mercury retrograde may have trouble communicating their thoughts easily. Right? Maybe that's why I kind of bit fumbling around. That's how it be when they don't want you to get that shit out like bam bam bam. You be like, what the hell? And you be like, is somebody's energy? No. It it do be a energy that's pulling you back, that don't be wanting to say these things, but you believe that you, hey, it don't matter. I gotta fumble the ball. I gotta get it out. Right? So a person that's in Mercury retrograde, they could possibly stutter a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get their words to communicate with that vision, like trying to get the words out to that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing what I'm saying, but I hope you get what I'm saying. It doesn't mean that when you stuttering or you fumbling about trying to get these things out, especially on a live, on a podcast, right? It don't mean that you're not intelligent. It just means that you cracking codes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you gonna keep going. It's gonna get comfortable, right? That's the part of the planes, the spaceship, right? It was. Who the hell said it was supposed to be easy? You know, if it's easy, everybody would be doing this, right? it takes a person of focus and stability. I mean, I don't have no a mother, a guru mother cannot stop. Right? It don't never stop. You're gonna squeeze time in it. Like you're gonna get up earlier. You're gonna get the education that you need. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. You thinking you just over there working for nothing? No, no. It has to appear. It has to abracadabra. Don't mean that because you doing something and I don't see it yet, baby. Apply more pressure because you have to. Okay, so you might have trouble communicating your thoughts. It doesn't make the person less intelligent. It just takes them longer to make their point. It takes them longer to get to the point. So this could be a Gemini or Virgo, right? Because it seems like okay, they may also get frustrated easily because of being felt misunderstood because they feel misunderstood. So maybe that's what all that fumbling was about. Like, do it scared, do it hard, do it whatever, but do it. I don't care if you got to read it 3 more times. You better do it. And undeveloped Mercury or someone born in Mercury retrograde may have trouble communicating their thoughts easily. It doesn't make them less intelligent. It doesn't make you not be able to do the video because you stumbling around. By design it's not supposed to be easy. You're supposed to show somebody that. Right? So whether you are chatty, personable, or quiet, an introspective Mercury is a ruler of this realm. So it don't matter if you think you quiet. Right? It don't matter if you think you good enough. That's just what you got to do. This is what the message you have a job to do, and your job is to deliver the message and keep going. Right? So the more aspects Mercury has to your sun sign is more prominent these traits will be. So check your sun sign, see where it's at in Mercury. So because we are doing a reading for myself and others, for Virgos and Geminis, that's where we at right now. But we had the fool out here, we got the magician. So this is what it means in a reading for Mercury, for Gemini and Virgo. It could be in your third house or your sixth house. It says, if you have been experiencing news or wait a minute. If you have been expecting news or communication about an important issue, if you have been expecting news or communication about an important issue, it is right around the corner. When you receive it, be sure to logically weigh your pros and cons before sending back your answer. Due diligence is the key when Mercury is involved. I promise you, you're going to have to communicate real clear if you understood how I was just throttling a while ago. All right. So it says our brain is an amazing organ. It keeps the rest of the body working. It tells our heart when to beat. It makes sure we can eat and drink water. I promise y'all, some apparent reason today I have had fruit and water. And this lemon water. And no, I ain't drinking in no copper cup. And I got one. But it ain't about that. Because some people seem to think when you get up here doing some spiritual stuff, you got to have this, that, and the other. Baby, I'm using the elements that I was told to work for. If it want an element that I wasn't told to work with, it's not in my house. And I'm talking about my house, and my house. My spiritual house and my physical house. These are tools that I had to use. And I say we had to use as a community because that's what we over here doing. All right, so you can expect other people to read your mind. You, I don't like saying that word. Because it say you can't. It say you can't expect other people to read your mind. Right? You can't. But I know sometimes, we just be thinking like, I can read your mind, babe. I know what you're thinking, and it's all right. But really, everybody don't have that. But anyway, there is a theory that we are the product of our thoughts, that we cannot exist without them. But we know that isn't true. Do anybody believe that you can manifest without your thoughts? I thought they said thoughts become things and then things become reality. Ain't that what they say? The power of the subconscious mind. I don't know. So there is a theory that we are the products. We are the products of our thoughts. All right. So a person in a vegetative state exists. Like somebody that's in a coma, they exist. But they have the capability, they have the capacity to reason or think. So remember when we was hearing people say, well, I was in a coma, I could hear them talk about it. I just couldn't say nothing. I just couldn't, what I'm saying? Some of us, yeah, damn. Was in a coma. All right, but anyway, thoughts can be a conscious action. Thoughts can be a conscious action. Positive ones lead to a positive attitude, and negative ones lead to a negative attitude. So, believe in the impossible, messengers, that it's time for you to communicate logic, mental pursuits, intelligence, routine, and socializing. It's gonna be hard for some of us to come out here and to be socializing. I promise y'all. I did a test run. In the beginning, it's gonna be hard, right? Because you're like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to talk about? They said everything you need is in your house. Now they just need your voice and your soul to be on fire. And move that solar plexus energy up to your heart space. Okay, you gotta go up through your throat. Bing. Okay, so alright, so now we gotta go back over here because we done read the Mercury, right? To let you know that you in the messenger energy and you got work to do. And they were talking to the girls and the daughters of faith and destiny. You know what I'm saying? So, now, I have to read this to y'all so you will know why. No, we're going to do. Let me see. Now we're going to go back over here. Let me see. I think it's one more. I'm not sure, y'all, because I worked on this for a long time. I mean, I could do this for hours and hours. Is the real thing, right? So, okay, so I told you that it was about the girls, the daughters. Okay, so you gotta think. Every girl got a mother. Every mother. Okay, so I do have to go back here and tell you why astronomers are you. So it says, I admit with great difficulties the theory. Okay, here got the theory. Didn't we just see theory? What? It's giving me like what somebody was calling somebody a conspiracy theorist, and all whatever. So the theory of early astronomical knowledge of the Chaldeans has been acquired or invented by this race. So these black Chaldeans are saying that they were the originals. I mean, I can't make it up. I mean, I'm just looking at it. Just look at it. It look ancient. I mean, I promise you, it look ancient. Okay, so they saying that these black Chaldeans were the first to ever do it, right? But check this out. This is where it get interesting. It says the Chaldeans having been acquired, okay, invented by this race. It says at that the Chaldees were originally Negroes. So it make it seem kind of mysterious that we went from, now they want to call us African American, to then you were black. No, you were black. Then you were colored. Because then what they were still doing in the 1945, 1929. Now they were doing that, colored and white. We had black and white TVs. You know what I'm saying? Um, but biblically, it said Negroes. This is before biblically. So, Negroes, get your shit together. Um, Negroes believe in the impossible. Okay, it says, but this prejudice wears away when I go into the persecutors of Brahma, Brahmins. So them Brahmins, they got that just, they different. All right, it says the Buddhist, and when I reflect upon the skill in the fine arts, which may be which they must be possessed when they executed. Hold on, damn it, what the hell? Okay, it says, but this the original race, the Chaldeans, the original Negroes, right? They were prejudiced. Where's the way? When I go through the persecutors of Burmas, the Buddhist, and when I reflect upon the skill in the fine art, which they must have possessed when they executed the beautiful and most ancient scriptures in the museum of the Indian house, of the India house. I said Indian. That's what came out. India. And the knowledge of astronomy sown in their cycles of stones. So these black Chaldean priests above is an astronomical chart. So that's what over that sun. That's what that sun would represent. Not the, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Not the way that you were taught before. So this sun, it's almost giving like what in the world? What is the control? Oh, okay. I forgot. So the sun is in reputation of your halo. So it's almost like you got spring and you got summer, but right now that sun is already on a different plane, and you and that sun on a different plane, a higher plane. You know what I'm saying? Because it said above. It's above the celestial worlds, the microcosm. The black Egyptian pyramids surrounded the holy nimbus, the halo. The halo, halo, is actually based on an ancient cone pillar, the womb. So, the root cause, this is like a birth. You being birthed. You being given this pillar. This symbolically means like Isis and Black Diana. That Michael, I mean, that song "Dirty Diana" is just, you know what I'm saying. He was talking about Black Diana. He just said he was talking about the Negro Diana. Who the Negro Diana? One of the above names. Okay, so the manifestation is a name. Y'all ain't not gonna believe this. It's like manifestation is a name, appearance. It's gonna appear. God gonna appear, right? Aha, abracadabra, like all these words, like the fool had no idea that they were supposed to be using these words. And it's crazy because they call, oh, that's that magic. That's that magic. You can't be, you can't, man, they don't even want you to use the word magi. And it's just your imagination. It's just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away. Yo, so, this is crazy. But the crazy, I mean, this is it's not crazy, but it's crazy is supernatural in my mind. So I mean, this is a supernatural 6 months. I mean, cause you out there like, oh, yo, dang, what's his name? They said Caesar painted it. What was his name? Okay, so now, okay, so these manifestations, right, um describes one of the oldest settlements of the black matriarchy, the the matriarchy Chaldeans and the Canaanite clans in ancient Syria. So some of you Syria, Star Sirius, originally named Oni Andus. Let me see. Oh, Olandus. Olandus. So, the matriarchies, the Chaldeans, and the Canaanite clans in ancient Syria, Star Sirius on some old landers, right? They were landing on spaceships. They were landing something. Okay, Atlantis by them. They had occupied they had occupied it since prehistoristic prehistoristic prehistoric. What the hell? Land the plane, girl, land the plane. Okay, so this was prehistoric times, y'all. It says including the time Haiti Empire, which they founded. So these Chaldeans, these Canaanites, these Sirius star systems that were landing, including the ones that's over there in the Haiti Empire, they were founded. They found them. Okay, so it's in the ninth century. In the ninth century. Okay. So when I was studying this energy, it said we got a feminine and a masculine, right? So feminine and masculine. So this in the ninth century. Let's see what the ninth card is. The ninth card, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth card in a major arcana is the Hermit. Right? So it says the ninth century they were invaded by Assyrians and many fled to Asia Minor, now Turkey. Now Turkey. So Asia used to be Turkey. And Turkey right now, that's where that company Pharmacia at. Pharmacy, that's the thing. There's Stormy Wellington there. They at. So Asia, now Turkey, in the ninth, the Syrians, and many fled. They fled to Asia. So the Syrians, the Chaldeans, they fled. Now, founded and settlement. Okay, so the name located near the ancient Ethiopian is the Matanite Empire. The Mati Empire. Matin Empire. The name Ethiopian was later given to the province of Alexander the Great generals. Okay, so, all right, so the name Ethiopian was given to the province of the Seleucid of Alexander the Great. The seeds of Alexander the Great. Okay, so the seeds of Alexander the Great, who defended the Assyrians and became kings of the region after Alexandria's death. 323 BC. Ethiopia also appears to be a corruption of, oh, an HO ladder borrowed by the Christians. So, hold on. It's a the seeds of Alexander the Great, the generals who defeated the Assyrians and became king of the regions after Alexandria's death. The Ethiopian also appeared to be a corruption of Epiphany. A corruption of Epiphany? Ha ha. What? So the Alexander the Great defeating Assyrians was an epiphany? Like somebody hold on. An ancient word later borrowed by the Christians. So the great ones, Alexandria, Alex. I gotta go back to that one. But it originally meant to describe the ceremonial night by the masses to witness the literal spirit manifestation. So they defeated your hold on. They defeated they tamper with something. It's the seed of Alexandria. One of the seeds. They attach one of the seeds of the generals who defeated the Assyrians and became king of the region. So, like I said, they stole your shit and put masculine to it. And they sold that shit to the masses. And did not even tell a single soul that that was the lineage, the spirit of the black goddess and the gods, especially the feminine. Like, that's crazy. And I mean, it's little writing, y'all. So I mean, it's written back in the day. It's coded, so you gotta kind of decode if y'all know what decoding is. So, but this is the kicker. This is where we at right now. The black goddess and gods, especially Isis, Osiris, Ceres, and Black Diana. They held this from the masses. And that's why we have to go and decode shit and try to figure out how to say it. You got to think. Also, not even that, y'all. You also got to think on these platforms. You got to be also kind of decoding too, because you don't want to say anything, because this is entertainment purposes only, that Yeah, I made sure that go. This the book though. This is the book. This the book. So you can read it, decode it for yourself. This is the book. The History of Christianity Stolen. The Theft of the African Prophecy by the Catholic Church. All right, so all right. So now it says Isis, Osiris, Sirius, and Black Madonna, which is Sirius, Syria, star system. I don't know. Okay, so what is this energy? This is Kairos is the mother. Okay, so first it was a girl, then it was a daughter. Let's say the girl or the daughter. And then we right here at the mother. But over here, I have forgot to tell you that the fate and destiny, the development or events outside a person's control, inevitable outcome directed by a supernatural or cosmic power. These girls who are now mothers, they could have been like the original. That's why I say some of this shit, it's got to come back to its rightful energy, because we don't use things, because we operate in love and purity. We don't use things that's going to hurt somebody else. It's all about heart healing and soul healing. Like, we never was a species of some of us, all of us are not the same. Like, everybody ain't no earth angel. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. But you sit in the sign of goodwill and vision now that you know I'm not only a mother, you're a guru mother. You have that nurturing energy within that's supposed to radiate out. Your energy is, that fire is supposed to be transmuted to somebody else. But you have to use your throat. So if you a singer, you a singer. If you a talker, you a talker. It might be, I don't know. Okay, so this is the mother, grains, nature, seasons, motherhood, and what? Full moon. We started out with Virgo. That looks like it's got heart green in it. There we go. See it for yourself. Now, in astrology, what does this mother mean? What does this mother mean? Let's see something. One second. All right, so this energy is the ultimate mother figure in mythology. Mythology. Her unwavering resolve to rescue her daughter, Prosperina. That name means to come forth. So the mother, this ultimate mother figure in mythology, is unwavering resolve. It's unwavering resolve to rescue her daughter, Prosperina, to come forth. So, from the clutches of Pluto in the underworld, shows determination and nurturing go hand in hand. So, once you come forward, whoever this resonates with the clutches of what Pluto had on you in the underworld, shows the determination and nurturing go hand in hand. You gotta determine and nurture hand in hand. Mudras, maybe it's the mudras. So you are being managed to strike a deal with Pluto that allowed Prosperina to come back to the realm of living for half of the year. So, hold on. I have forgot. You got to manage that Pluto energy, or you're going to have to strike a deal with that Pluto energy that allow Prosperina to come back to the realm of living for this half life. What was the energy of Pluto? I had to remember. I had to go back. What was the energy of Pluto that you were going to make a deal with? Pluto, the Reaper, the Grand Reaper. You gotta go back and talk to the Grand Reaper. All right, now Pluto is water energy, 8th house. Yo, the Reaper, Scorpio, 8th house, element water, bats, bones, graveyards, dogs, cypress, and ivy. You gotta go do what? Baby, you gotta go back and talk to Pluto about you coming forth with this prosperity. I mean, her name is Prosperina, but I mean, it looked like prosperity to me. I mean, I don't know. Look like you got to go talk to Pluto so you can prosper on this half of the year, this second half of the year. Damn. Well, this portal gonna be over with in gonna be starting with no the half of the year gonna be starting right after this portal. Okay, so let's see. Uh okay, so it says this time is represented by the blossoming of spring, but come autumn, when her daughter must return to Pluto, because you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, if you don't do this work, it's like you're gonna be depressed and angry, and things begin to die around you. Like, if you don't work with this energy of the Reaper, it's almost y'all gotta work together, hand in hand. Hey, okay, so this mother, this daughter, this girl, bats, bones. Ooh, I dropped my pen. Bats, bones, graveyards, dogs, cypress, and ivy. So I need to get some ivy. I like the ivy. But I ain't gonna say what I won't work with because this is water energy, right? So we at the last of the outer planets. So Pluto is the last of the outer planets and the farthest from the sun. So you gotta work hard. You stay in balance. That's what it's giving me. That's the last to resolve the issue. Okay, so what's over here in Pluto? It says, despite his downgrade by the world's astronomers, despite his downgrade, I would say the last of the planets and the farthest from the sun in Pluto, despite his downgrade by the world's astronomers, he remains a powerful figure in astrology. So you might gotta astronomers might not be your thing, but over there astrology. So it says he remains a powerful figure of astrology. Okay. And the god of the underworld. So you got to find balance with getting out of this god of the underworld. I don't know. So you can ascend, like, excuse me. You got to do it on the full moon, baby. Baby. Please, baby, please. Okay, so, and the gods of the underworld, as the gods of the underworld, everything from death to rebirth to the occult and taboos is controlled by Pluto. All right? So now we're talking about the mother and the reaper finding balance. You wouldn't think something tied to death would also have regenerating qualities. But one cannot exist without the other. You wouldn't think of what someone told you was going to cast you to death could be the opposite. Good God Almighty. You wouldn't even think that you were going to be regenerating these qualities. You wouldn't even think that the way they say you can't do this and you can't do that, baby. Anything. That's all I'm going to say. But one cannot exist without the other. So you can't exist without the dark. You got to find it, dark night of the soul or healing soul. Dark night of the soul or healing soul. Which one you want? It is a cycle of degeneration and generation. It is a cycle of degeneration and regeneration. The changes that Pluto puts in motion are not small day-to-day ones. They are large scales. There are mass changes initiated by Pluto, like wars, and personal changes initiated by him, like the death of a loved one. So someone could experience, the death of a family member that brought you into this spiritual awakening, or someone that's giving you these supernatural powers, transmutation of powers, energy, transfer of energy. While it is important to remember, okay, while it is important to remember is that after the war, we rebuild. our societies. We honor our ancestors, and we always, like always, we create new ones. We rebuild our societies, and we honor our ancestors, and like always, we recreate because we create new ones. His placement in your natal chart often indicates that you handle these situations. His placement in your natal chart often indicates how you handle these situations. Do you have an understanding of your morality and embrace your inevitable ability? Do you have an understanding of what your morality is and how to embrace it inevitably? Or do you choose to close your eyes and go through life in denial? As you sow, so shall you reap. What did it say? The opportunity is yours. Okay, Pluto's transits uncover the truth. Somebody might be a truth seeker, and their truth is in something that somebody said, you can't do that. You can't touch that. Why? It say right here in black and white, it's our shit. Okay, it says Pluto now. Pluto transit uncovered the truth. He lifts the veil to the underworld and gives us a glimpse into the past, Akashic Records, which can prepare us for the future. What's in your eighth house? Where your Scorpio is. We just need to work on how to use the gift. The gift is yours. The gift is yours. The vision is yours. You got the goodwill. You got the blue moon. Believe in the impossible, baby. I'm gonna give it to you. You say you want this. You want to do this. Whatever this is. Hey, I'm gonna let you do it. But you're gonna work for it. You're gonna work for it. Ring the alarm. I've been doing this too long. I've been damn if I see another. You gonna out of it. You gotta do it. But you got your willpower. You got your creativity. You got your projects, baby. You in a relationship with your imagination. The two have become one. All right, so Hermit is a number 9. So we got the one, the magician, and the hermit. We got the food, the hermit. Wait a minute. We got the food, the magician, and the hermit. So, which is good because now I see this 2 ways. I got excited. It says something about the 9th century, right? So that's why we went and we got the hermit. What's the 9th card? So we had a 9, a 0, and a 1. Remember I said some people, in some numerology books, it's talking about the 1 through the 9. And that's how you get your natal chart, not your natal chart, your name number, your life path numbers, all the things that the book of numerologies give you. But this fool is juggling that this magician, like you learned this magic in your dark. That's what it was saying earlier. The dark and the light. You learned this magic. You used your imagination. Somebody could have just started using it in 2019. Somebody could have been 2001. Somebody could have been year. If we got anybody here, let me see, 9, 10, 2010, 2011. I don't know. And I say that because I see the Wheel of Fortune, which is on number 2, right? So somebody this resonating with, and it's a woman, and she believes, and she awakening her power with meditation. You meditating, you looking at astrology, astronomy, you looking at all of it. I don't think at this time, right, if you want to believe in the possible, you need to, I mean, you just need to have your gavel and say, court is adjourned. I'm sitting in the seat of counselor, and I can't have nobody else come over here and tell me what the hell I can and cannot do. I'm swinging swords. I got shields out. I got lightning bolts. Baby, I'm working with all of it. Now, I just heard, do you want to strive or do you want to thrive? Because we doing all of it. And if this ain't for you, for entertainment purposes only, take what resonate and leave the rest. But for my tribe, for my tribe, my community, we over here on zero motherfucking limits. All gas and no brakes. And if you offended by words, then I don't know what to tell you. Because we use them all. All right? We using them all because what did they tell us? Some of these languages is weak as water. So, and we know water ain't weak. It's the most powerful thing. It gives strength too. And that's law. Where my glasses at? All right, so now that we know that Pluto is going to give us a glimpse in the past, we're going to check out our Akashic records, which can compare us for our future. So pay attention. It said a glimpse in the past. It didn't say you were going back in the damn past to stay there. Don't try to stay there. Just get your glimpse. Like, see yourself with your feathers and your dress and you know what I'm saying? All that. Go back and do you remember the time? Ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to America. You know what I'm saying? Because you coming back to America. You know, because, it was Mary. It was, I don't know. Don't give me the lie. What, I can't even, I ain't seen Tiamat. I ain't doing all the research. Let me tell y'all something. Don't come over here trying to act like I think I know everything, because I don't. I don't know nothing. I'm just using the tools that's in my house. I ain't even got a microphone. How could this be a podcast? All right, so we're going to take a glimpse back, though. We're going back now. We just need to work on how to use this gift. Like, I had to go back there because I need to know, what is this? What is they talking about magicians and hermits and swords and fire and wands and cups of water? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is this? All right, so now that's what the mother is going. She's going back to doing these things because, it was a cycle that she was scared of her own tools because brainwash, whitewash, I don't know. Like, the vision was gone. It was something about the vision was gone. But she got back alone. She was a fool. She was somebody fool for real. All right, there we go. Individuality. You had to get back to individuality. Right? You had to leave the world behind. You had to leave a lot of shit like, damn, I like this. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. But, but you had to walk away. Right? You had to start. I heard Reiki. You had to start using your Reiki. You had to start using your energy like, yo, I'm gonna sum this up. I know we just on the phone, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta clean this mug out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do some work because they coming for me and they keeping me unfocused. I'm distracted like a mug because I'm worried about what the hell they say. Now, I gotta stay on this spaceship, this mothership. All right, I gotta stay on this mothership. Okay, so let's get back to it. So we know that we have to do this in spring. We are in spring now. We're spring forward, onward, all of it. Um, and we know that Pluto and Kairos becomes depressed. Um, somebody came depressed. She came depressed and angry, and things began to just die around. Right? It just nothing won't working. Nothing won't working. So the changing of the season is the metaphor for this position in Kairos is your natal chart. This is the metaphor. This is what you have to do. You have to go get your natal chart and find out what your 1 through 12 is. And, then some people that break it down to 6. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways that you can play with this energy to learn this. But right now, I would say work with the last 6 because we in the last of the 12. Because you got to think, the clock says 12, 3, 6, 9, right? But that 3 is, again, that's what they're talking about, the whole circle, 360, which equals a 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. Still taking you back to the 9. Remember, anything you add with the 9 go equal up to a 9. Come on, y'all. That were the mathematicians. Do y'all get this shit? It's math. The ma'at, the morals and the principles of why you should be doing it is, if you should not be doing it, you don't have no morals and no principles. And no guidelines, no goals, no direction, no guidance. Nothing with the 7. Nothing with the number 7. GPS, God, goodness, goddess, great. What did it say? Alexandra the Great, grateful, gratitude. If you don't get it, you can't work with the 7s. You can't, because the 7s and 9s and 3s, they all numbers mean something. There is no evil number. And because they wanted to make an evil number, the 13, that's why we gotta have 2 moons in one motherfucking month at certain times. 2 full moons, not even just the 2 moons, 2 full ones in a month. In 28 days. Because somebody didn't know how to do the damn math. And they went changing codes and stuff that weren't in their position. So some people might be in 2018, some people might be in 19. What did I say? Somebody might be in 01. We're gonna see what the cards say, because I don't know where I just went. Okay, the changes of the seasons. Okay. Here we not only find our own nurturing traits. So it says the changing of the seasons is a metaphor position of Kairos in the natal chart. In your natal chart, you will find your own nurturing traits, but also the themes of the relationship with our parents. Okay, there we go. In your natal chart, it's going to tell you about the relationship with your parents, which can range from loving and tender to deeply fractured. If your relationship with your parents was lovely, you're going to get to see why your relationship, if it was painful and fractured deeply, we're going to heal. That going to help. That got a soul healing right there from your motherfucking parents. But you chose them. So just don't choose them again. Now, the way in which we approach health, fertility, and life changes is determined by Kairos. Like the way that we approach this health, wealth, and wise Life changes. As our response to trauma and how we grieve of loss, how we grieve. Like I said, some people got to lose some people got to let it go. I know you don't want to, but how you going to heal? If you keep on getting in the energy of the person that's your trigger. How? Hello. Okay. So, okay. Um, when she is well aspected, we go with the flow, right? So aspects. When your aspects is well, your is well with my soul, that I move on and go with the flow of things. Things seem to come naturally. When you let, I think I better let everybody. I mean, shit. That's what it said. Anybody that's bringing you trauma triggers, baby, you gotta let them go. Let them go for 4:44 a.m. Let them flow. Like, I'm not gonna say physically let them go, but let whatever is bothering you that about them that go, so you could be over your struggles, so you could be over your war. Hey, okay, so when she is not, she will be perceived as a narcissist or needy. Okay, so let it flow, and things will seem to come naturally to us. When she do not let it flow, we can be possessive, narcissist, and needy. And what did I say? Everything we need is in the house. We ain't trying to be no narcissist. Baby, you ain't gonna never call me no narcissist. You can go hit the dough, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more now. And you gotta think, in regular cards, we got a Jack, right? Jack, King, Queen. But over here, a Jack is an ace. It's an ace. It's a zero. It's a 1 and a 0. Because in tarot, in the minors, ace is a 1. So that fool is invisible. There go that fool being invisible again. That fool is invisible. Okay, so, all right, it says things are abundant in your life right now. You gotta believe this, because what we're talking about, blue moon, blue moon. It's a rare event. Things right now are abundant in your life. And the potential of reacting, wait a minute, and the potential of reaching your goals is at its peak. Hold on, let me get this light right. This little light of mine. Okay, it says the potential of you reaching your goals is at its peak. You are pivoting. You just need to stay focused on the things that matter most to you. Don't let Jacks in the box distract you. Don't let minor distractions get in the way of that or influence your decisions. You know. What did I say? We know this moon say believe. But baby, we in the know. Also, with the believe, you know what I'm saying? Because, you got to be in the know, because believe got the word lie in it. You could be lie. You could be lie, or you could be like Eve, deceived, or you could believe. I don't know. All right. Sorry. I know that's right, baby. You better hold your hands up like, yo, look. Do y'all know all the goddesses that they got they son around? It look like they got like this. Like that's what your hands up be. I even was walking through the park the other day with my hands like this. Baby, guarding that sun. You won't get this light no motherfucking more. I promise you won't get this light no more. Okay, so you know what is best for you, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Now, baby, I promise you, adaptability is a real thing. You got to adapt that everybody ain't gonna get it. It ain't for everybody. Remember, it has said, few are called and many are chosen. Many are chosen, few are called. Did you pick up the damn answer? Did you answer the phone? How would you answer it if you don't see no physical phone? Hello? Look. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I promise you. How would you get there? Because it don't make sense to nobody else what you doing, how you see things. Okay, it says, if you are going through a low emotional period, do your best to appreciate the beauty in every day. Eat nourishing foods and make beautiful art. Can't nobody tell me anymore that this is not a art. This is the painting of the picture, making it clear. This is a see with new eyes and hear with new ears, baby. This is the triangle. Triangles. This is like a Rubik's Cube to me, baby. I'm trying all the angles. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Somebody might need to go. Somebody want to send me a Rubik's Cube? Hello? Yeah, I promise y'all, I got that phone pushed back for a reason because I was getting distracted. That was throwing me off my shit, and I ain't got time for it. I had to learn how to work with this camera and these lives because I'm going to tell y'all something. This mother, which is a grandmother, and I be wanting to keep secrets because I really am that hermit, but I really was that fool and am that fool that think that I could be a magician. I believed in divinations. And even today, I learned things. A lot of things. Just by tapping into this blue moon. For that, I have the right color candles. I went back to the original drawing board with a lot of things today, which was the beginning of tarot. Not the beginning of tarot, but I literally had to go back to school and go back to the learning tarot deck. I literally had to go back to school for myself and for others because I want to be pure. I don't know everything. But if I have the tools in my house of all this library and these cards, I will use my power to find it with creativity. And I do it. This is a project for me to heal my soul. To tell somebody, baby, I've been through it. All right, so go for walks and connect with nature. Get back in nature. That's why the birds running into your car. They're like, damn, why don't you come outside so we can shit on your head? Don't you know that's good luck? They want you. Don't you know they might want to come on the car and shit on your head, give you some good luck because you so lucky. But wow, I don't know. That's what's going on. But go outside, spend some time with your loved ones, doing things that matter. But material items and overindulgence will not serve you right now. So avoid emotional things. It avoid emotional binges, like anything that you overindulging in. Okay, so when you are children, our parents when we are children, our parents are supposed to take care of us. They should hug us when we are sad and feed us when we are hungry. At some point, we can take over the parental role of ourselves. Your parents might don't even know what you got going on, and it ain't for them. You got to be the parent of yourself now. Is your parents paying your bills? If your parents paying your bills, then hey, you might gotta listen. But I ain't got now to pay mine. I done been through all of it. Foster care, broken marriages. Like, I like Ayana fix my life. Cause damn it, fix your life. Now, she over there teaching spirituality. Learn you some spirituality. Teach you some too. Okay, so at some point we are over the parental. We can parent it ourselves. If you are struggling getting things done, it could be that a wound from the upbringing is causing you to get in your own way. Now, in Brother Panic words, because Brother Panic said, some of you is a deer in headlights because you're not trying new angles. Like he said, the Negroes was so yeah, I promise y'all. He said the Negroes was so impressed by a like button. Some of the worst thing they gave a Negro is a like button. Because they think if they ain't getting no likes, they ain't doing the work. That's kind of right, y'all. Because some of us, we will stop doing something because what? Ain't nobody giving us no likes and subscribes and all of that. Not thinking about that this is a portal and we're here for a reason and a season and we want to get this next season. When we look at this season next year, somebody gonna be unrecognizable. That's how that fool, that magician, and that hermit working. Like somebody literally gonna be saying it's safe to be seen and to be in my say authentic voice. It's safe to be seen in my authentic voice. And that's what's going to take me to my crossroad for destiny. Because it said the woman is fate and destiny. With her words to the world. With her words, she manifests her desires. Because manifestation is a feminine energy. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to the divine sisterhood. The divine sister. I'm not talking to everybody. And now I can say that. I want everybody to believe in the impossible because the blue moon is out there and some people don't know about it. But the ones with this goodwill and this vision, this is about the divine sisterhood. I said tribe a while ago. Community. ISIS. And it did say that we got permission to work with ISIS. I have permission to work with Isis. I have permission to work with Osiris. I have permission to work with the Orishas that they told me I can work with. Because somebody said, you don't have authority to do. How you know? 8 people in the chat. I have the number. I have the authority to work with number 8. I already work with number 8. I already work. 6 and 2 is 8. To me, it's a Lions Gate. I got 8 people in here and 26 likes. It's the Lions Gate. And one person that's dropped out, but 7 is still powerful. 7 days a week. I got permission. If I choose. Let me take a 5-minute break for anybody. Let's get some water. I need to cut out my camera for a minute. And are you okay with that? Because I know you over there moderating. I don't know what happened to Elizabeth. You okay with taking a 5-minute break? Because I got to go to the restroom. All right. Class will be back in 10 minutes. Use the bathroom, get some water, all of it. Whew. All right, I'm back. Okay, so now, another kind I need something to eat. Okay, I'll eat me a little fruit. don't want to eat to get full. I just want to get some energy. Okay. Divine sisterhood. Thank you, Ann. Thank you for those who came back. Okay. Community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of light. So, the brothers got to heal too. They got to heal their soul too. All right. In community that is based in equality, respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom with a mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring the innate wisdom, great miracles occur.